All right, my friends, we're continuing on with our Battle of the Bikes, kind of like Battle of the Bands, but there's no music. Today, we're going to be looking at the Marlin Plus 6 versus the Rail 7. And we're going to help you decide which one of these awesome EMBTs is right for you. Let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you are watching another great episode of Bike Showcase here on Toolbox Topic, okay? Joined once again by my co-host, Brandon Van Leuven. Brandon, how the hell are you? It's our third and final video of the day. We have not changed clothes because it's the same day. Not like we're wearing dirty clothes, so as far as that goes. But we are here once again at Trek Bicycle Stores in West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona. It's where the cool kids hang out, and me. And as I alluded to in our introduction, we are talking about, once again, the Rail 7, which I'm going to link up top because we did a head-to-head with the EX, the Fuel EXE, okay, versus the Marlin 6, the Marlin Plus 6, all right, because these are two very different EMBTs. Obviously, full suspension hardtail, two different price points, $4,300, $4,299, and $2,699. For two very different riders and what they want to accomplish.
Certainly.
But they are both very capable in what you would use them for. So that being said, Brandon.
Right. Take it away.
I can keep going if you want me to.
So this was the first year for the Marlin Plus.
Yep.
It is certainly an entry-level bike, just like the Marlin is.
Yep.
What you're getting is a capable off-road bike at a reasonable price. And turning it into an e-version, which is what this is. Hopefully getting more people onto e-bikes and get them on the trail a little bit longer and go a little bit further. This is really an unfair challenge.
Well,
but
I think it depends on how you're looking at it, though. Really.
It is, right. So let's not compare this. Let's just talk about who these riders are for.
Who they're for and what you're going to get out of each bike.
Right.
Let's set expectation.
A little bit of spec on this guy. 400 watt-hour battery,
right?
250 watt motor.
Right.
This is their new active line. So it's a brand new motor for Bosch as well.
It's supposed to be very efficient.
It's getting more efficient. It's getting better all the time.
You guys, the display on this one, I'm going to cut in a little picture of the display
right
here.
They did a great job. That is probably
this is an OLED display.
And this display makes this one look like crap.
Yeah, pretty much. Brandon ain't lying about that. So, but yeah, so I'll cut in a little.
The colors are vivid. It's easy to use.
And it's got a. Oh, dude, a bell that doesn't work. Cut. We're not joking, guys. Okay, so display.
Yeah. Yep. So you're right. Absolutely great display on there. That makes up for a lot of the shortcomings on this bike. But let's look at the price on this one. $2,699. Not too bad for a capable e-bike.
Right.
Now,
if I remember correctly, though, too, you can do the extended battery on this one.
You can put an extended battery.
So this one offers the extended battery, which the Rail does not. Okay. We have the. Guys, I got a back brace on. It's not that I'm unfit or anything.
Tell them why. Tell them what you did.
Okay, there's no epic story. Monday afternoon, it's July 3rd, so 2 days ago, I'm bending over to pick up kibble off the floor that my dog had dropped from eating, and my back blew out. I had to go to the hospital. I had to drag myself into my truck, drive myself to the hospital. They did 3 MRIs. I'm waiting for the emergency appointment with my back surgeon who did the spinal repair surgery in my neck. On June 8th. I can't win. So maybe I should
sexy story.
Right? Maybe I should just stay home and start drinking bourbon and watching soccer.
You don't get hurt.
Right? So down here we got the charging port.
Right.
Okay. Again, this is not one where the battery is easy to get to. So hotter summer months, you're going to want to store this inside for sure.
Absolutely.
But you would mount that reservoir battery here on the water bottles, and you would simply plug it into there to give you some additional range on that.
It's a nice little capability that they added onto that. Pretty proud of them for doing that.
Absolutely.
They also made it a little bit easier to work on the motor. There's a little inspection plate on there that's removable. So if anything needs to be done, unplugging or plugging back in, it's very easily done through that little portal there.
Right, which that motor, not so much. Brandon's cursed that motor before on my old one, so it is what it is.
So who is this for? I think I would point somebody who probably wants to put this on the back of an RV. First and foremost.
Right.
I think somebody that wants to, just do those fairly basic trails and maybe go a little bit further into the park. Fantastic bike for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. And the price point, you can get 2 of those
for almost the price of one of those.
For one of those.
You and your
So
wife or
your
whatever.
dollar stretches a lot more, provided that you don't want to get too rowdy.
Right.
In which case, you're going to have to pay to play for rowdiness.
Right, and we'll get to that in a second. We got some front suspension and a through axle, which I would expect to see
through axle. Yep.
on an e-bike anyways.
Coil fork, that fork is not very good.
It's not very good, but here would be my question, is this an upgradable fork? Can we put a rider into something like a rock shock that we would see?
You could.
On the
it looks
rail
like a
or something.
tapered head tube on there, so you should have plenty of options.
So we have options as far as that
for
goes.
that. Yeah, that is a hindrance for this bike. That is a very...
We don't have a dropper post like we do on the Marlin 7 that we recently reviewed.
If you go to the +8, you'll get a dropper post.
You can get a dropper post on this one.
Again, our most entry-level Marlin
Right.
Plus.
Now, here's my question, though. Can we retrofit this with a dropper post for those watching, or would we be forced to do a P&W outside the frame dropper post, routing it outside the frame?
I think you can. I haven't thought about this.
Okay.
Yep, there's a spot for it here.
Okay.
So we should have
we got the empty spot right there.
It may not be the most fun task to get it past that battery.
But Brandon and his team are up for the challenge, my friends. Telling you, they make miracles happen. Dreams come true. Might be overselling that last one, but... Okay, and as far as the group on here, we got Shimano Q.
Q, yep.
Okay, so it's going to be that...
it's fine. Again, you get plenty of range out of it, but not quite all those fine-tuning gears that you may want, that you can get from a 12, 11, 12 speed.
Now, I'm going to assume this is tubed and not tubeless.
That one is tubed.
Okay.
Yep. It does not come with tubeless tires, so you'll have to do that, but you can put a tubeless ready tire. Make it tubeless down the road if you want to.
Okay, so we have to change the rims out, though. These are not tubeless ready rims.
If I remember correctly, they are tubeless ready rims.
Oh, okay,
just
so
everything else,
out,
you just have to get everything else.
Okay, so again, you're starting out bike Amish, but you can easily go to bike English as far as
It would be an investment to go tubeless on day one, for sure.
Right.
New tires and the whole shebang.
Yep.
To get you tubeless. So.
We've got mounts on this one for basket, which is nice.
Yes, there's I think there's a proprietary rack for this one as well. If you need some
leave it the
capability. Again, a fantastic bike for those people that are put on an RV and need to get to this.
Your Sun City riders that are going to ride the canal, and I know plenty of Sun City riders who don't ride e-bikes, but I'm just saying, canal riding, anything like that, for the rider who might have some ambulatory issues, you can now pedal this around and still have a lot of fun with it. So, and that's the nice thing. You can have some great fun with this, as well as a little bit of venture because of the front suspension and just the way that's built. It's got its roots, ground into that Marlin legacy, I guess you could say, especially with the new gen Marlins and all the upgrades they did on those.
Decent performance for a very good price.
Yep, absolutely. So now, if we go back to the rail, for those of you who didn't see our last video, the rail's a tank.
It's a beast.
I owned it for 3.5 years. I beat the hell out of this thing. I rode the hell out of it. It wasn't like I abused it in any way. But this thing took me shut up. Don't give me that look. Mud, water, snow. Again, this bike handled everything and did not fail me. But 54 pounds, she was heavy. Not very agile, but a rocket ship. Where this one is going to weigh significantly less. You're going to get a little bit more agility.
Less. Not like when we're talking about the EXE.
That was a 10-pound weight difference.
Yep, this one's only like a few pounds difference.
Okay, and I'll have the weights down there for you guys as far as see that. We got a 650-watt battery on this. We've got an older Bosch motor system on this.
250 with 80
Newton pounds. Yep. Newton meters, not Newton pounds. But again, Bosch has done right by owners of this one with the firmware updates that they've done and everything. And I can't say enough good things about this bike. But this is for the RV, if this is what your thing was, and throw these on the back of the RVs. This is you're going back someplace for several days. And you're mountain biking the hell out of the area you're in. And you're on a bike, especially travel. We've got, 170, 160 for the travel on this?
Yes.
If I remember correctly?
160, 150.
160, 150. And you can upgrade all these components, too.
And that one's only 100 on the Marlin.
On the Marlin, as far as the travel goes. So we're talking about two different styles of riding for two different styles.
Much higher performance here on my left.
Yep, absolutely.
At a much higher price.
At a much higher price tag. You're going to pay to play on that one. So I think for these bikes here, again, it really depends on what your end goal is. If you want something that you could take with you to the campsite, or what I would refer to like an RV campsite, so everything's kind of in general distance, and you got some easy trails, you know, multi-use trails you can ride and everything like that, here's a great option that isn't going to break the bank.
Right.
And again, you can buy a pair of them for almost what one of these costs.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a fantastic bike. If you are a get after it, no mountains too high, ain't no valley wide enough to stop me from getting to you, there's the bike. That's the one you want, because that thing is just friggin' hell on wheels.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I miss Betty. She was fun. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm already thinking about the 900-watt race version of it. Well, so who knows? Brandon and I will have a conversation after this video. But anyways, guys, again, I don't think you would be disappointed with either bike. The question is which bike's gonna be best for you? So just be realistic with your expectations and what you're wanting to do. Don't overspend, okay, if you don't need to, because this one's fully capable of having some great fun off-road adventures.
Absolutely.
So, anything else you want to add, Brandon?
That's good.
So, I think, hopefully, we helped you guys out. You know, can only hope. In the comments, you guys are, you know, agreeing that these are helpful for you, so that's why we're doing a whole batch of them. So, we will be continuing our bike series. First, if you made it this far, thank you. God bless. Okay, I know it's not easy, but we're going to continue. It's really not. We're going to continue our bike comparison series as we start working on some other actual toolbox topics because we want you guys to be informed purchasers of your next bike. We're going to pair a couple more e-bikes in our next segment, and then we're going to move on to some direct comparisons in the road bike, gravel bike genre. I know we did some about, 9 months ago, but we'll refresh those so that way everything's current, and then we'll dive right back into the standard toolbox topic, teaching you how to fix your broke shit, so that way you can what? Do it your damn self. Yeah, I love those shorts, and we'll get some more of those out for you too. So on that note, like, subscribe, bell notification icon. It's the trifecta we love so much. Helps out the channel, helps out the video. Links down below. Check Bicycle Stores of West Phoenix is the most important link. If you have any questions about today's video or any other video, you can always comment down below, or you can give Brandon and one of his amazing crew members a call down here. They are eager to help you. I will emphasize that word again, eager to help you. We got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the devil's work, but follow us on those social media platforms. We have group hikes, group rides. It's a whole lot of fun, and group photo walks, guys. Seriously. So come out, join us. It's a good time. The only requirement is a good attitude and a willingness to have a good adventure. So you don't have to any fancy spec, nothing. And I'm always really specific on the hikes and rides, what you're going to be. And I ride the party pace anyways, so I'm not racing, guys. So it's always a lot of fun. The affiliate links, they help us out. Okay, we receive a small commission, but you don't get charged anything extra. Gas money, park pass money, coffee money. That shit's expensive these days, guys. So even Circle K coffee, the shit coffee I drink, is expensive. But follow one of those, make a qualifying purchase. We'd really appreciate that. It helps out tremendously. And on that note, there's only one thing left to do or say as we close out. Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards on the trail. Kid you not. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for?
Get out, Arizona.
Yep, that's right. And as we close out this one to a long weekend, well, for Brandon, it's going to have good fun and probably some bourbon and everything. For me, it's going to be work, but that's okay. Maybe I'll have a beer and relax one day.
Oh,
yeah, you never know, right? We'll see what happens. Tune in for several videos down the road before you see the answer to that question. But seriously, guys, have an amazing day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for your support, and take care. We'll talk to you soon. Brandon, take care.
Have a nice weekend.